Rather than single family dwellings, we would have installations with direct flush valve fixtures like urinals. So direct flush urinals have their own table for hydraulic loads. The way this table is used is depending on the number of valves that are on a branch to, let's say, a bank of urinals. We would have to find the loads for those different urinals from this table, and I just want to point out that the first flush valve urinal is always given 20 fixed units. The second is always given 15, and then we're allowed to provide sort of a decreasing or diminishing value for additional urinals that would be on the same branch, on the same distribution line. So what this column is trying to give you is a total for those accumulated values. So for example, if there were 3 urinals in total, the first would get 20 fixed units, second would get 15, and the third would get 10, for a total of 45 for those 3 in the bank. So we'll look at an example of this. Here we've got 6 urinals all installed in a battery. Again, the first urinal always gets 20, and then we'll see how the totals accumulate on the distribution main. This distribution pipe here, for example, that serves the last 2 is 35 fixed units, and then as we work our way back upstream, we're collectively loading those fixed units. The 5th and 6th urinals here are 5 each, and any additional urinal upstream of that would be 5 each as well. Note that the minimum size supply pipe for direct flush valve urinals is 3/4 inch. Okay, so for water closets, we have a similar table, direct flush valve water closets, that is. First direct flush valve water closet, always 40. So this table is used the same way. So for example, if we had 3 direct flush valve water closets on a branch, first would be 40, second is 30, the third would get 20 for a total of 90. And one thing that is different though from this table versus the previous urinal table is that once we get 5 or more water closets on a bank, the remaining loads will vary depending on their usage, whether they're public or private use. So in most cases they're going to be public use if the direct flush water closets, especially if we have a whole bank of them, I suppose. So yeah, in most cases we're going to be looking at 10 each. So we're going to use an example here where I've looked at the 5th and 6th water closets. Will give 10 each, so these are all public use. The first water closet on the installation would get 40. Here's the totals as they would accumulate. The last 3, for example, would be served by a distribution line with 90 fixed units, and then we add remaining loads as we head upstream. Note again that the minimum size supply pipe, table 2632A, would require a minimum size supply pipe for a direct flush valve water closet of 1 inch. All other piping from this point upstream would be considered distribution, and we'll size that from different table.